Greetings, Earthlings, wisdom keepers, wisdom seekers. Welcome back to Wizdom Dropz, your source for daily drops of wisdom and savvy cat astrology. Meow. My name is Tonia, and today we're discussing the Scorpio full moon from a bit of a different perspective. We are talking specifically today about how this is going to be a more introverted period of time, as much as over the next month, and definitely within the next couple weeks, I would anticipate. And we're going to look at the chart and talk about why that is. First off, we just came off of a new moon in Aries, you might recollect, at the last decan of Aries, and that's all about the self. I did a bunch of videos on that. This full moon is a culmination of that new moon seeding period, okay? So we're going to go ahead and take a look at the chart and see what all this entails so you can understand what kind of introversion and how you might find yourself in the process of introversion, what might be coming up over the course of the next month. So cool. Before we dive in, if you're looking to learn astrology once and for all for yourself, I'm actually enrolling in my WizdomDropz astrology school right now. I've been enjoying consultation calls with people. If you want to schedule yours today, you can use the link down below, and we'll be talking about what your goals are and how this program can help you meet those goals. And moving forward from there, we're developing a really awesome group of people, and I'm very excited to be offering the opportunity to you to learn that for yourself so that you have it throughout your chart, throughout all other charts in your life that you may encounter. Cool. So the Scorpio full moon in general is going to be talking about this theme of introversion. And so, oh, also, by the way, everybody who likes this video and comments and supports, I just like really appreciate y'all. It means like a lot to me. I really appreciate all the love on this channel. Just feeling it. Cool. So, Scorpio full moon, woo, baby. It's a big energy mojo kind of full moon. And there's a lot of like I say, introversion, but that doesn't mean that there's less intensity in that process. So Mars is the ruler of Scorpio in ancient astrology, you might already recollect. So with that said, Mars is actually just moved into the sign of Cancer. And under that last full moon we had in Aries, right over here, remember, Mars was still in Gemini at that point in time. Under the full moon, 2 weeks later, we have Venus and Mercury that were in Aries, now in Taurus. And we also have Mars that was in Gemini, now in Cancer. So we have a theme of 3 planets total moving from more masculine energy of the fire and air element to the more feminine energy of the earth and water element, respectively. So because these planets are all shifting from from a yang to a yin, that is what is causing us to go more introverted in our aura, in our vibe, in our set point. Also, hello, most obvious point of transit, an elemental change in the room. Aries was the new moon, right? Aries is a fire sign, the quintessential fire sign, the first sign, And then at the same time, we have the full moon, the culmination of that, not in its partner sign, Libra, but in the next sign, Scorpio, which is a more introverted, it's very introverted actually at its core, water sign energy, and it has a lot of internal processes. And so this is the sign of the most depth. Scorpio is the sign of the most depth, the most extreme points of anything. So if you're talking about whether it's an introversion or an extroversion, it's going to be extreme in either presence, but it's always going to have this low-key internal current of energy beneath it, steaming and doing something that is part of the outer manifestation. So all that to say, Scorpio is more on the introverted side of things because it is a water sign, and water is the most quintessentially feminine of the 2 feminine elements, water and earth. So within each of the feminine and masculine elemental zodiac representations, there is within each category of feminine and masculine, a feminine and a masculine version of those. So in other words, we have the most feminine element possible, water, okay, with a Mars ruled sign, and I've done so many videos on why Scorpio is the most powerful sign of zodiac, and that's something that usually comes up because you need to recollect that in order to comprehend the profundity of why Scorpio is the most powerful sign in the zodiac. So all that to say, we're experiencing powerful introversion right now because the full moon in Scorpio is all about this, again, internal process. It's all about going within the self. And it's like so poetic. On the spring equinox, what did we have? Yo, we had a freaking new moon in Aries. So this is all about the self, the redefinition and transformation of self. And shout out to Astro Victor, if anybody knows who that is. If you don't, you should, because he's a great astrologer on the YouTube. But he was talking about how Scorpio is, again, the 3 levels, and how this is a bit of a time to assess for yourself, what level are you manifesting at currently as a Scorpio? Are you at the ground level as a Scorpion that's dealing with the myopic, kind of like this is all you got to see kind of going on around you? Are you leveling up to an eagle and seeing that situation even higher and being able to kind of put things in a bit more context? And last but not least, are you at the level of the Phoenix, where you can take the shit, you can take the trauma, you can take the bullshit, the drama, all of it, and transform it into a new self, a new beginning? And I say new self with intentionality, because again, we is coming off a new moon in Aries. The last new moon, the last lunation is over here in Aries, the sign of self, the sign of self. Okay, so this is very much so, the seed was here, divine mother and father, you know, the moon and the sun, they came together in Aries just now, and this is their ripening in Scorpio. So it's all about the self is the starting point, and the transformation is the end point. Combine it together, it's the transformation, full moon in Scorpio up top here, okay, of the self, of the new moon in Aries. So all of this is even more profoundly indicated that we're going to be at an introverted level, because the dispositor of Scorpio, who's that, you say? What's it mean to be a dispositor? The planetary ruler of that sign, okay, is what in ancient astrology? If you say Pluto, I'm gonna laugh at you. It's true in modern astrology. There's no Pluto association with Scorpio, obviously. Which I heard also Pluto's going, you know, stationing direct to go retrograde. So that's maybe worth noting, but it's Mars. The ancient ruler of Scorpio is Mars. And so Mars is just changing sign, remember, from the beginning into Cancer. Cancer is the sign of the home. Cancer is the sign of the introverted, like, hermit at home. Like, you just need your home, you need your shell, you know, it's like, fine, that's it, you know. That's great. That's like the Mars that we're inheriting, that's dispositing this nation. So it's, in other words, the Mars moving into Cancer is influencing the expression of Scorpio energy in the full moon in Scorpio. So it's more of an introverted, emotional, intuitive time. People are going to be really vibey. You're just going to vibe everything, just vibe. Everything's just going to be like, whoa, the vibe. And you could just feel a lot of what other people are feeling if you're already an empath. Also, like I've been warning in multiple videos now, just be aware for like sudden shit. Like, I don't really know what's going to happen, and neither do you. You know what I mean? Because Uranus and Venus conjunct, you just really don't know. So set your intentions, clear your auras, burn your sage, all that good stuff. Cool. Thanks again for everybody who supports this channel. If you want to learn astrology once and for all for yourself, Wizdom Dropz Astrology School starts right around the corner, the end of May. It's happening. Is it happening? Are you gonna be there? Be there, be square, my friend. All right. Or not. With that said, thanks for all the likes, the comments, the supports, the video requests, etc., etc., etc. Through next time, until next time, may the stars be with you. Peace.